Hi everyone, it's Jose here, and thank you so much for enrolling in the course, and welcome. This is the course overview lecture. I have a quick favor to ask of you, and it's that you please don't skip this lecture. I know it's very tempting to just go straight ahead to the technical material, but we're going to cover a lot of important things in this particular lecture. It's going to be pretty brief, but there's a lot of important topics. What we're going to discuss here is how to get help during the course, some useful course taking tips, how to get the actual notes and technical files for the course, and also a quick note, please check your automated welcome message for some nice useful information. There's lots of useful links there that covers a lot of what we're going to talk about here. Okay, so probably the most important question is how do you actually get help during the course? So you're taking the course, something technical pops up and you don't know how to solve it and you want to ask the question. So the first thing I would say is please double check against our provided files. So we provide a file for pretty much every single lecture video. So you actually have the technical code available as well as the scripts, and our files are guaranteed to pretty much work with all the correct versions of the libraries. So there's different versions of a lot of the Flask and Python libraries that we're using, and we actually have a method to make sure that you use the exact same versions we do upon filming of the course. So that way, as long as you run our files with those exact same versions that we provide, they will always work. So please double check, always try to run our provided files first before posting a question, because often as you're following along with the videos, it's really easy to make a simple typo and that can set the whole thing off. And it's sometimes hard for us to catch those typos from our end. So always please double check against our provided files by running them directly. Okay, so let's say that didn't work, you're still having some sort of confusion, that's totally okay. What I would recommend doing first is to search the Flask documentation and do a quick Google or Stack Overflow search. About 80 to 90% of all questions have already been answered, either through a quick Google search or Stack Overflow search. So you're definitely going to want to have that as your quick response. So a simple Google search of your error code or your point of confusion often renders a really good answer on Stack Overflow. And often in the Q&A posts, what we're going to do is link you to those useful Stack Overflow searches ourselves. So definitely check that out first. Okay, so let's say you Googled, you went on Stack Overflow, but still couldn't find the answer you were looking for. Maybe it's a little more related to a particular lecture in our course. No problem. What you should do is search the previous Q&A posts. We have lots of students already in the course, so it's highly likely that you're going to have a similar question that someone already thought of. So go ahead and search the previous Q&A posts. Okay, so you've exhausted all those options and you still have a confusion that is now unique upon the Q&A forums. No worries, we're happy to help you out. All you need to do is post a new question to the question and answer forums inside of the course, and we'll be there to help you out. The last thing I want you to please keep in mind in reference to getting help is we have thousands of students inside our courses. We have more than 500,000 across all our courses, and we can't really help out too much with personal homework assignments outside of the course material. What we've done for those kind of questions is we set up the Discord chat server, and that's specifically set up for you to share those type of questions with other students, and that way you can connect with other students and help each other out. Personal homework questions and those kind of things, we're not really well suited to answer them. We're really well suited to answer questions related to the course material itself or just questions on video lectures. So we really appreciate your patience with that, and please keep that in mind. And if you want more information on the Discord chat server, check that automated welcome message. It has the links for that. Okay, so let's say your question is more about a platform issue. Maybe the video is blurry or it's taking a long time to render or you're having issues with the Udemy app. The best way to do that is to get help by either opening a support ticket on the support page on Udemy's website or directly email support@udemy.com. So these are things like video player issues, certification issues, enrollment or payment issues. I actually don't control any of that. I'm just a creator of the course and I teach the technical content. The actual platform of Udemy is separate from that, so you're going to want to email them for those kind of issues. All right, let's go through some quick useful tips for taking the course. What you should do is you should check out the bottom settings on the video player. There's lots of useful things there. You can adjust the quality of the stream and you can also adjust the playback speed. So maybe I'm going a little slow for you. You can always watch the videos at 1.5x or 2x speed. I personally tend to watch videos at 1.5 or 2x speed myself. Or maybe English isn't your first language, so you want to watch them a little slower. And eventually there should be automated captions for this actual video as well. So you can click the automated captions on there. And I also want to point out, for a useful tip of taking the course, there's probably a lot of material that if you have some experience, you're already familiar with it. So please feel free to jump around sections if you already feel familiar with some of the material. And we're going to cover the entire curriculum in the next lecture to give you a good idea if you want a jumping off point. Okay, finally, let's talk about how to actually get those notes. So in this very lecture, there's going to be a resource link, and you should see either on the course curriculum tab page, or as you started watching this lecture, you saw a blue pop-up that contains a zip file, and that zip file has all the resources for all the lectures. So all you need to do is download that zip file, unzip it, and that's it. You now have all the files and all the notes. And as we go along for certain sections, we'll explain how those notes are laid out. But pretty much they're all in the same order, and they're numbered in the same order as the course lectures themselves. Okay, you can also check out the link in the FAQ lecture for the resource link as well. So it's the same zip file there. And last but not least, a huge thank you for enrolling in this course. If you have any other questions, always feel free to message me. Things about other courses to take, what paths to follow, I'm always happy to help out. Just shoot me a message here on Udemy. And again, thank you so much for enrolling in this course. Okay, let's continue on.